Welcome again to this discussion, and today what we want to look at again is the trending tax bill, especially the section 60, which is the power of substitution. We want to know what it's all about. We want to know who is affected and actions needed to be taken. Can government just go to your bank account and remove their tax? Can the bank just give the government your money just because they think you own tax? Does government has access to your money in your account just because of the new tax? That's why we want to analyze this morning. But before we go in details, you know what to do. Please like, share this video. Let it go viral, because what we do here is the real news. We analyze the details to the point that even 9 years old kid can understand what we do. So what bring this news is that Lagos in few days ago bring out the popular notice saying that explaining the power of substitution, who is affected, what they can do, and so it has been causing a lot of uproar on the internet. So we want to know, will government just take money from your account, or there are some process involved? Let's go through it. Thank you.
Power of substitution. Explain. Can IRS take money from a bank account? The answer is yes and no. Yes, they can, but after a lot of process, and we are going to look at all steps involved before they can take it. But it's also no, because they can't just enter into your bank account without the required procedure. But your fear are quite understandable, because we know Nigeria, especially the officers, especially the staffs, they hardly follow due process, and that is why if Nigerians are afraid, it's understandable. It's understandable to be afraid, because we know all what officers have been doing once they give some position. So how would they not be able to abuse this one, so that they will not just be taking money from your bank account? It's now left for you and I. So let's see what can be done because of this substitution. But let me explain this substitution. Substitution is a place of doing something instead of this. You know, when we are in primary school, they said, when we are in secondary school, they said x is equal to 5. So that means whenever we see x, we can replace it with 5 or 5. So also is the power of substitution. It gives the government power that instead of if you refuse to pay your tax directly, they can now substitute. Instead of you paying directly, they can now approach the people you owe money or owe money for you, like bank holding money for you, or there is a person that needs to pay you some money. Maybe you are a landlord. They can now ask that tenant to pay directly to them. But the question is, how will the government protect the tenants? If, for example, how the government will protect the tenant once the tenant tells the landlord that they pay, the government has approach him and they pay the tenant due to the landlord. So the government need to make sure these things they must plan this thing very well and know what is legal grounds for it, please. So here is the background. So Lagos State Internal Revenue Service issued public notice, which is the number. This is the number 00301/2026, invoking power of substitution under the section 60 of Nigerian Tax Administration Act 2025, empowering it to direct banks employers. So if you refuse to pay, they can direct your employer, the people you are working for, that they should the tenants. If you refuse to pay, they can ask your tenant, business partner. They can ask your business partner or anyone holding money for tax defaulters to remit fund directly to LIRS. LIRS means Lagos. The IRS means Lagos. So IRS means Lagos Internal internal revenue service. So this applies to when a taxpayer fails after you fail, neglect or refuses to settle established final tax. When you refuse to final tax liabilities after demand notice, that is after demand notice. So affecting personal income, this power of substitution is affect personal income, your capital gains if you invest, and the gain the stamp duties if you refuse to pay stamp duties. But I don't know how this stamp duties thing involves, since it is automatic. So and withholding tax on your stocks, on your investments, and bank must comply without delay, report account balances and confirm. So that is just the background. Like here, we don't like wasting your time, so this is all about the power solution. Is instead of you paying directly, once you fail or refuses to pay your tax, the government is now has the authority, the power, the right to approach people holding money for you, or people that are supposed to pay you money. I've made that that is just the background. So it is that is the power of substitution. It's the power of substitution. Section 60 that is Nigerian Tax Act 2025. So it is not me that is saying it, is Lagos State government that is saying it. Where the power I direct third parties to pay tax payers debt. So if you refuse to pay, legal tax collection not arbitrarily seizure. So it is legal now, since they've assigned it to law, so it's legal. But of course they cannot just remove the money without the due process. For example, taxpayer own 5 million naira. IRS issues notice, bank remit from account, or landlord own 3 million naira. IRS issue notice, tenant pay rent to, that is lost it. This is the full explanation. So the legal process, this is legal process. Number one, first of all, the IRS issue tax assessment. They will assess you. Taxpayer receive demand notice, you will receive your demand notice that you pay. 30-day objection. So if you are against, like if the LIRS said, okay, you are owing 30 million naira as your tax, but when your own accounting officer or HR or your own man, they say no, it's not up to that. The 30 million can then Nibo to just see. So automatically Nibo to just see, they would not say okay, you will not say no, within 30 days you must write back that no, our tax is 15 million naira or it's 500,000 naira. It's not. So once you have only 30 days. After 30 days, whatever they say is your tax. In fact, if it is your own company, that means since you didn't object within the period stipulated, your own name. So taxpayer fail to pay, IRS issues substitution notice to third party. Third party remit to IRS. So you refuse to pay it, you didn't object within 30 days. They give third party, your tenant, your business partner, your people owe you money, LIRS send them notice and they will pay it directly to them. And funny, they will pay it to them and they cannot say no because it's a crime. If they say no, the third party, the person that's supposed to pay you money, your tenant, your business partner, if they don't give it to Lagos State or Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, it's a crime, but they are going to be persecuted. So that is what it is. Who can IRS target? Banks and financial institutions. Yes, employer salary garnishment. So they will tell your employer, don't pay directly to us. Tenants, tenants, they will give. They said tenant, instead of paying as landlord, you refuse to pay your tax. Okay, no problem. They will ask tenant to pay them. Business partners, your business partner, they will ask them, oh, the money that is supposed to give please give it to us. His own tax, he has not paid and he didn't object during speculated period. Debtors, customers, so person owe you money that's supposed to pay you, they will tell him, oh, don't give that money to him, give it to us, we need it more than him. So anyone holding money for or owing money to the factor, just like I've been explaining. So it's not Nigeria doing only this, it's not Nigeria, I must be sincere, but Nigeria is the specular. You can't see that is what Nigerian government, that is why I'm always not happy with Nigerian government. They copy everything that has to do with the disturbance of the citizen, but they don't copy what will make citizen, make it more happier, make business easy, make they copy everything except the one that will help citizens. They don't copy their water system, they don't copy their road system, they don't copy their health system, they don't copy their train system, they don't copy good governance or corruption or how they fight corruption system. They don't. The only thing is how to get more money. They copy anything that. So I don't want to talk much. Like I said, you understand where I'm going and you understand my point. So that is how it is. I've explained now. Yes, US do that. The UK do it. Kenya also do it. South Africa do it. Now Nigerians I said they want to do it. So that is it. Bank accounts them up. So minds, let's freeze all account without one to know. There will be written notice. But of course, I don't normally trust the Nigerian government, because even police, they say since I can say since 2009 they've been warning police not to check people's phone. Till today, this 2016, police are still checking people's phone on the road and they stop them with camera and with in fact they will not only check your phone, they will force money out of you. So you wonder if there's that's why there's difference between law and implementation. Implementation here is very bad and the process is very, very acute. If there's English like that, it's very poor. So that's why every city has the right to be pessimistic. How do you say pessimistic? How do you say pessimistic? Don't worry, I will find the English later on. So the citizen has the right to be doubting about the law. So RS will freeze or no, there's nothing like that, but they first of all issue you public notice. You have to object with them. If you don't, that is the final. Only applies to establish final tax liability after due process. So safeguard, this is the safeguard involved. Assessment must be issued first. The man notice sent, 30-day objection period, liability must be final. Only there can substitution happen. So these are the process. Who are the affected? The truth is everybody is affected, but of course they will not say this is poor. As long as you are able, you are expected to pay tax, you are working, you'll be asked. But high net worth individuals with unpaid assessment, the two, once computer is involved, everything else is easy. This is a digital now. It is digital, it's not manual. So you can't say it's only the rich will be targeted. It's once they upload your stuff on the database, as long as you are expected to pay tax and you didn't pay it, then all that are automatic. With unpaid assessment, company disputing those cases, property owners own LUC, professional not filing returns, not affected, salary earners under payee, small businesses below 25 million turnover, all those people that normally, the only people that does not affect all those people or category of businesses not involved in payment of tax. That is, if you are still doing under 25 million turnover in a year and probably you are paying minimum wage, your minimum wage, you might not be affected. So this is the example in case you still don't understand today's one. Mr. A owned 10 properties. I have assessed 8 million land use charge. Mr. A refused to pay. After a final assessment, LIRS serves substitution notice on his 10 tenants. All the tenants, each tenant must deduct portion of rent monthly and remit it to LIRS until 8 million recover. Once the 8 million is recovered, or the landlord is free again. So tenant IRS, not landlord, until the debt of the tax is paid. So what this is action. If you wonder what you need to do, if you own tax, settle immediately to avoid substitution. Settle immediately so that they will not contact your tenant, they will not contact your employer, they will not contact people supposed to pay you money. Maybe you give them loan, your people or your business partner. Request payment plan through e-tax. So You can even ask for payment tax, but I'm not sure how that is possible. But of course, this is normal process. Don't ignore the man notice. Once they give you the man notice, write to them, explain to them. But again, there should be minimum. I'm advising government. It is easy to copy all these things, but if a business owner only has 1 million naira in the account, you should not say, because you should not deduct it, because the person has to eat and has to feed the family, and the business has to pay tax. Just you must be able to know, this one is not much, this one is not much, it's for running businesses. Don't because it's only tax, because and you have the power of substitution, you start doing that. If they don't have what is right to continue that business, if you collect what is in the account today, next year when the business close down, you will not see anything to collect again. So we should be thinking. Government should, as individual and businesses are thinking, government also should be thinking. Everything is not about us. If because you have power solution and start misusing it, you should be able to determine your own internal operation that this business is everything that has is only 5 million naira. You should continue the business. Maybe it doesn't have enough. This employee now that is doing tax, he has about 2 kilo. He's not buoyant enough. He's not buoyant enough. So let us begin to make use of our brain. So if you receive a substitution notice, this will comply immediately. Failure is criminal offense. So if you are comply immediately, if you are supposed to pay your tenant, but how will the government ready to protect the tenants? The tenants, the chairman protect tenants. Owó tó yẹ kan fún landlord. Tẹ̀wọ́n lọ wá fún yín ṣé ẹ máa close sí wọn. Will you change you go dey support the tenant, or how will you fight for the tenant? Won't landlord chase the person away? So this is the issue, and I'm just saying, if you are disputing assessment, file formal objection within 30 days. This prevent assessment becoming final, so make sure you object within 30 days. So engage as consultant for representation if you have the money. So banks and financial institutions are required. They are required to remit the statement amount to LIRS without delay. Provide confirmation compliance through the LIRS e-tax. Banks are also required to report the tax available balances and any encumbrances as may be requested. So that is it. Lagos State Internet, this is the message sent on that one. This is what they said. So who can target everybody? Everybody can target everyone. So you enjoy what it means. So it's not your cost. I say it's not automatic. The process involved. Bank become tax collectors. So after final notice, they become tax collectors. Landlord can draw tax from tenant. The holistic content. Why now? They go ahead. So who is actually affected? High net worth individuals, but I don't believe it. With understanding tax assessment, companies disputing tax bill who lost our tax appeal tribunal, properties owners owing land use charge, professional doctors, lawyers, consultants who haven't filed returns in for years. Not ordinary salary. I don't believe that. So these are company global prices. Okay, it's not only Nigeria doing it, UK is doing it, US is doing it, Kenya is doing it, South Africa is doing it. Establish final tax liabilities safeguard. Substitution only applies to establish final tax. Final tax is after court case. So court must have said, that is the final tax. Or final tax in two. Either court said this is it, or you refuse to object within 30 days. If you refuse to object within 30 days, it is final. So I hope you understand this nature. The power, I'm always trying to explain the power of substitution. So with this, you know the process involved. It's not just take your money. They are involved. They will send you notice. They expect you to write to them. If not so, pay them. If you refuse to pay them now, they now write to people owing you money, or people holding money for you on your behalf. So why banks fear this more than tax payer? So bank will fear it because now customer will not trust bank again. That they can just release money to government. So they might become it will become another court case again, and the bank will now spend more on court case because so government should think twice. So what should know the ETAS platform requirements. So there's ETAS. Why affected parents should do update within that is it become final. What should have been done better? Provide 90 days period before enforcing new powers. Allow taxpayer to regularize exclude amount below 1 million from subscription. Focus on major defaulters. That is billionaire. Create online portal showing taxpayer who have subscription notices against them. Should create that. Create online portal showing taxpayer who have subscription notices against them. Mandatory mediation before subscription for force. So the government, I give you advice. So this is what you should follow. Provide 90 days grace period. One. Any amount below 1 million naira, don't even touch it because within 1 million naira it's not even okay for family of three within 1 month. So make sure focus on major defaulter. Make sure you create a portal where anybody, because now in Lagos there, so even those normal, what do they call them? Those people. Those road safety, or what do you call them in Lagos? I'm not based in Lagos. Those guys, they will be even directing motorists to follow the wrong way, just to extort them. Yes, it happened a lot. They will advise. They don't even care whether you are new or you don't know what is it. They will advise follow the wrong way. When you follow the way, they will guide you and extort money from you. So I'm advising Lagos now. Because all these stars now, people will not know. The noise is not. If you think that the noise is high now, it's nothing. It's your next year when implementation, when implementation start taking place. That is when the noise will really come. So government, I'm advising government now, because don't say you know you are not paying me for this consultation. None of you are paying me. Federal government is not paying me, and state government is not paying me. None of you is paying me for this subscription. Well, my advice now: create a portal for everybody with subscription notice against them, so that they are aware, and give them enough grace. These 30 days, I'm not sure. Things are slow, and some people might not be even Nigeria. So please think it very well. Create online portal. Like I said, this is my total of repeating that. Taxpayers who have subscription notice against them, mandatory mediation before subscription. Make sure there is communication between a person expected to pay the tax and the government. There should be staff, there should be mediation, and there should be compromises. Because in other countries you are copying, they have electricity. They are not paying for generator or paying for diesel. They are not buying generator every month. They are not changing their battery for their solar every 2 years. And they have good road to their offices. They have good road to their home, and they have insurance on their heads. So if you are copying them here, look for the service they are providing from the country you are copying from. So that is my advice. I hope this lecture is taken. If you have comment, if you have opinion, please drop it. Let's discuss. And I will continue to do better. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You watch it to this place. Thank you. I still don't know how to talk much. Look at that. I don't even know how to call pessimic again. I'm still calling it pessimic, or how do you call it, pessimic? I still don't know. So please share this video. Thank you. Please, and subscribe. Please support me. I will also share Shudobale. Please, I will Dobale. That's what you want. So thank you. So check your tax. Study on ETAS for Lagos. Settle outstanding liabilities now. File formal objection if assessment is wrong. Share this video. Many don't understand the law. So I have explained power of substitution. I hope it's clear. I hope I can dismiss the class. Bye bye. See you in another video. God bless you.